Hello and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today is a really huge day for Call of Duty fans. We're going to be talking about everything you need to know about Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We're going to be going over the entire Twitter page and all the links and all the videos and everything there is to come with Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Today, we received so much information for it, but before we actually get into everything, after this intro, I am going to play the intro cinematic for the game. And after that, we're then going to dive deeper into all the information that we know as of right now with the game. So this is going to be a little bit of an extensive video. You can go down below in the description and click on the timestamps to get to certain areas to where you can get more information about things that you probably are more focused on when it comes to class customization, zombies, and or multiplayer. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control. It's time to wake up.
Your streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Menendez is a terrorist. We're bringing peace and security to the world.
He refuses to let me go.
Stop looking backwards, David. What matters is what we do next.
A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Spectre 1, report. Need a sit rep.
This isn't real.
The hell it ain't!
Pull it together, man!
So eager to leave, David.
Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Call of Duty page up right now, and there is so much information to go about. So as you just seen on screen was the intro trailer for the game, and honestly, it's given heavy Black Ops 3 vibes with the nostalgia and everything that they're implementing. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to scroll down real quick. This is the trailer right here. Embrace the Madness arrives worldwide November 14th. Mark your calendars. That is the day the game goes live. Now, of course, around COD Next and many other days like that, there are going to be betas and everything. So right here, pre-order, get early access to the beta. Mark your calendars, of course. COD Next is September 30th. That is most likely when they're going to announce when the beta will be live. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. DeadOps Arcade is coming back to Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And as you can see on the screen right here, there's a lot of nostalgia that's coming in. Let's go ahead and make it full screen real quick. We got the boss from Citadel. Let's see. Right here, we got the boss from Citadel as a boss zombie, of course. We got a Citadel style map in the background, which makes sense. Looks like Raid or a map similar to Raid or like Black Ops style, which makes sense, of course, because it's Black Ops 7. And then we got Nuketown. Well, this is more like a trench map, but I did see Nuketown. Did I scroll over it? I think I did. Here, let it run through one more time. There we go. It was on for a snippet, like a frame. There we go. So we got Christmas Nuketown. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I really did enjoy DeadOps Arcade, and I am really glad that it is making a return back to the game. So it's going to be a 4-player co-op, of course. Honestly, they never even should have taken this out the game. This is by far one of the most unique things that Treyarch could have literally done, and there's more intel to talk about it. So let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a deep dive.
We're bringing something new to the table.
Oh, what's about to happen?
I think
So there we go. We got DeadOps Arcade making a return. Here is the zombie teaser for the recent cutscene we got for Reckoning.
Pre-order.
Here we go, right here.
Pre-order now.
It is somebody walking with the zombie heads. Clearly, Richtofen and them are a little concerned about it. Now, granted, this is the Dark Aether they're in. They're in the Dark Aether. So, looks like Takeo is getting ready to get his sword drawn. So, this is someone that is new to the storyline. A lot of people are saying it's a warden. Who knows? Who knows who it is? But that's a new antagonist or ally or who knows coming to the event with zombies. So survival maps are returning to Black Ops 7 for the first time since Black Ops 2. So you got town, you got farm, you got transit bus depot, you got diner. So those are going to be like similar survival maps. And I'm assuming as the zombie maps progress, we're going to get smaller versions of the maps as well, which is going to be pretty cool. So that's going to be cool. More focused round-based zombies, which they are finally listening to us, which they should have from the beginning. So more round base. Our crew is now trapped in Dark Aether. So here goes a picture of the crew right here. I don't know if you could see it or not, but these characters actually have I think I could zoom in on it, but their eyes are yellow. All of their eyes are yellow, right? So these are Dark Aether original characters. Of course, you could tell they are by just how war-torn their outfits are, right? You know, you got tears and everything all around their uniforms and stuff. So this is a new style of crew similar to the original one, which is pretty cool that we're seeing a similar return to them. So carry forward. So XP tokens, weapons, operators, skins, everything are being brought over into Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Now, this is really good because for me personally, I'm Master Prestige. I got so much double XP saved up. And honestly, I think I'm going to try to get ahead and get my hands a hold of more double XP tokens to where I can get battle ready to try to grind for world's first Master Prestige on this game. Quick little story, I almost had it, but I got DDoSed for 18 hours straight, and then I got shadow banned right after, so I lost my place. But I was almost 3rd Prestige, 2nd day on the game, solo. We would have had it by the end of the week, but unfortunately we got DDoSed and shadow banned. So here, so they're implementing some more accessibility features to the game. They're going to be focusing on people with motion sickness, as you can see right here. So I'm going to stop talking and let you guys listen to the clip.
Accessibility is important because it brings in new players, it strengthens our community, it helps us form new connections, form new bonds, new friendships. One of the main things that I focused on was the center dot that you see in first-person games is usually the go-to fix for motion sickness. I started trying to figure out how we can build upon it and find other ways to reduce motion sickness for our players. We'll have more details about this and other new features as we get closer to launch.
Pre-order now.
Accessibility.
So there's that right there. Nice little quick introduction. So now here, the HUD. The HUD literally has gotten a crazy overhaul, and honestly, I might make a separate video on this. I am not sure, but holy crap, dude, this HUD looks absolutely beautiful. This whole game, the polishing of it, the delivery of it, the menus and everything is literally giving heavy Black Ops 3 vibes. And honestly, I cannot wait for this. Nostalgia's hitting. It looks very polished. It looks really good, of course, as it should be, because they used Black Ops 6 as a base game, plus with everything they've done to it, with more customization. So this game should be an extremely polished game when it comes to the actual final release of it, especially with the beta testing that we will have sometime in October, early to late September, probably early October. But here goes another video. I'm going to stop yapping, and you guys can go ahead and listen to this real quick.
It's great because it's not so far in the future that it's sci-fi. It's still kind of grounded in the technology we have today. It's still believable, but it does kind of break free from the constraints. There's a lot of VR and AR headsets that have come on the market in the last few years, and so if you take a look at that and you imagine, okay, 10 years down the line, what's that going to look like? And what's that going to do for soldiers, and then how does that translate back to a video game, and how can we give that kind of experience to our players? It's called Cerebral Link, and it's what connects all of our players. It can be a variety of things: audio, visual, handheld. It's this distributed network that goes through all the gear that the players will have. It feels like it's being pumped through, whether it's a message or the mini map or the ammo widget. It's got this consistent look and feel, and I think it more so than ever is going to feel like a cohesive and immersive experience for our players.
Pre-order now.
All right, there we go. Pretty cool. They're going to continue to amplify the whole immersive feeling of the game. I really do like that feeling of Call of Duty, and I like that approach. And honestly, it's a really good step, you know, simply to what they said right here, technological leap in the narrative. That is insane. So here we go right here. Black Ops 7 team at Treyarch took special care to revamp weekly challenges. The challenges we got from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 are literally coming back. And honestly, that was one of the best things Sledgehammer Games killed it with this right here. Honestly, the fact of the matter is that bringing this back, which it should have never left the game with Black Ops 6, is astonishing. I really like this whole community-led, challenge. Everyone has to do certain challenges, do certain things to unlock these really cool weekly free things. I love it. I really like that they did this right here. And there's going to be multiple completion weapon camos to chase each season. So there's going to be so many variants of camos. I cannot wait. Challenges for all modes and unlockable gameplay rewards to earn. So here we go. Weapon Prestige. Now, we're going to give this a brief description, and there's a quick little clip explaining it, but oh my goodness, this is absolutely, dude, this is so cool. So, quick description, there's 2 Prestige levels, and then there's a Master Prestige variant. The Master Prestige tops at 250, and every level that you acquire, you unlock a unique attachment for that gun only. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm going to let this guy explain it in this quick little video to where you can get more of an insight on it. Honestly, it's going to be really cool. And also, there's going to be weapon camos for your prestiges as well. So, yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to quit yapping.
As we've been building Black Ops 7, the second stage of Prestige has always been evolving into Weapon Prestige. That deep engagement with your favorite guns is going to be recognized and celebrated. Enter Weapon Prestige, unlock that unique Prestige attachment that is different with every gun, complete 2 Weapon Prestiges, and you're going to graduate into Weapon Prestige Master with hundreds of levels to climb through. There are more ways to earn camos than ever in Black Ops 7. And looking ahead to our post-launch seasons, we're excited to bring weekly challenges to Black Ops 7, with unlockable gameplay rewards to earn, challenges for all modes, and multiple completion weapon camos to chase each and every season.
Pre-order now.
So there's that right there. Absolutely hyped for this right here, because I can't tell you the amount of times that I have personally grinded camos and just to unlock things in previous Call of Duty titles, and you just get limboed. You do them 2 weapon prestiges, unlock your create a class, clan tag, and then you unlock your kill counter, and then just stops there. I know in Black Ops 1, you were able to put your weapon decal and your emblem on it, but I don't think they're ever going to bring that back simply because people really did some absurd things with them, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. So here we go right here. All progression systems you know and love will be in place on day one for the Black Ops 7, including camo, hub, challenge tracker, combat record, and classic prestiges are making another return to Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So you're most likely going to get 10 to 15 or even more prestiges. Not really sure yet. I haven't really seen any information about it. But that is what we're going to be getting, ladies and gentlemen. And I honestly am so excited that they're literally listening to us. And of course, they should be listening to us because, you know, Battlefield is a really good competitor right now. And a lot of things that we see with Battlefield, Call of Duty does have some really good competition this year. So for them to keep us on their game, they're going to have to give us things that we want and we will enjoy. So this right here is a really good step to the right path. So right here, quick little description of this. Weapon building sharing confirmed. So if you die by somebody that's rocking some crazy gun and they're just like 3-shotting you, 2-shotting you, moving you, breaking your camera, you know, you name it, you will be able to actually take a screenshot or even copy their code on that weapon and paste it into create a class for that weapon most likely, and you'll be able to copy the exact same build as them. Similar to how somewhat of which a creator code could potentially work in Fortnite, you'll have a code for create a class. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let this woman explain it. Basically, that's what it is. And honestly, sharing classes have never been easier. These create a class videos are literally going to be cheese work. They're going to be so easy to make. Top 100 best class setups on Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
For the first time ever in Call of Duty, you're going to be able to share your weapon builds. You can send a build directly to a friend, so they don't have to create it themselves. We're also adding a build code to Gunsmith, so whenever you see a screenshot of another player's build out of the game, you can enter the code to copy the exact same build.
Pre-order now.
All right. Now, I haven't really looked that much into the experiment perk thing. There's some more read more. We might actually look into this for this segment right here. So experiment with perk builds like never before with all new hybrid combat specialties in Black Ops 7. To activate a hybrid bonus, mix and match perks from 2 different combat specialties. Try out different combinations to find your favorite, whether you're a stealthy slayer or an offensive support player. Now, from my understanding from that brief description, basically each perk is going to have its own description, just like how they always do. But I'm assuming they're going to have different benefits with different perks that are linked with combat specialties. That's basically what it most likely is. This right here could probably be something that's really broken, especially if people figure out how to manipulate certain factors of it when it comes to movement or even mechanics of the game. I am looking forward to create some videos on this as well and go really deep into figuring out what are the best combinations for the perks. So here we go right here. More objectives, more action, more opportunities to put your skills to the test. Get ready for Skirmish. It's a new game mode that is being released in Call of Duty Black Ops 7. It is a 20 versus 20 mode, and it basically cranks up the intensity as teams race to complete map objectives. Now, this is probably going to be like a version of Ground War, most likely. 20 versus 20. I don't know how I feel about it, though. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I don't know. I'll have to see more gameplay on it and stuff, but here's a quick little description of the whole concept of the game mode and what it's about.
We're also delivering new large-scale maps, paired with an all-new mode to the series.
One of our new modes at launch is Skirmish, a large-scale experience where teams battle it out to complete objectives. It is a big 20 versus 20 size map, but adding wingsuit into multiplayer changes the dynamics of it compared to just like a core 6v6 mode. This allows you to have not only a bigger play space, but also more objectives going on. a squad captures an objective, they could basically wingsuit across the map to capture the next objective.
Pre-order now.
So that is Skirmish. Seems very interesting. Looks like big map ground war. But it seems like it's a little smaller than ground war, so I'm not really sure how I feel about the 20 versus 20. I feel like they should increase the player count to at least in the 30s, or similar to how Battlefield kind of does it, and just have an all-out war-style map that literally is just pure chaos. I don't see why we haven't got anything like that ever since Call of Duty 2019. Personally, I would love a ground war style like that, but we'll see how Skirmish plays on release of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So right here, first look, the legendary map Raid gets a 2035 refresh as one of the 16 signature 6v6 maps at launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So a lot of the maps will be 6v6, but as you can see, some of these pictures are absolutely gorgeous. We got the poolside for Raid, and then we got the basketball court. I could totally see myself wanting a lot of noobs in this area, getting some crazy half-court shots from the table. It's pretty cool that they're bringing that map back to the game. So right here, when it comes to maps, Black Ops 7 will have a full launch slate of 16 signature 6v6 maps, plus 2 maps built for 20 versus 20 skirmish. Expect a few Black Ops 2 favorites in them as well. So here goes his description of them and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and listen to it.
We're taking multiplayer to bold new locations that are deeply connected to the narrative. You'll fight through covert guild facilities in Japan, revisit David Mason's childhood cabin in the Alaskan wilderness, infiltrate a remote tundra installation, and clash across a high-tech solar array in the Australian outback.
Pre-order now.
All right, there's that. Not too shabby, not shabby. We got some names of some of the maps, of course, and the descriptions about them. So here, they're explaining how maps are designed to breathe more. I'm not really sure what they mean by breathe more, because if you look at maps in the past, I mean, some maps had crazy, amazing flow to them with traditional 3-lane map styles and stuff, so I'm not really sure what they mean by breathe more, but I guess we'll just have to trust the process, right? So here's a quick little description of what they mean by this. Personally, I just want 3-lane maps that are not too big, but not too small, and just literally focus on flow, and that's really it. Some games that did that so perfectly were Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. Now, granted, Modern Warfare 2 maps were a little bigger, right? But they flowed really well, right? Traditional 3 lanes, you know, different flanks and everything, like so perfect, so simplistic. And over the years, they've been oversimplifying things. Like, it just makes no sense why they just don't go to the core concept of the first-person shooter capabilities and just give us 3-lane maps, right? That's all we want, is just little 3-lane maps. And that's really it. So let's go ahead and listen to this person's brief description of what this is about.
Our maps are designed to breathe more, giving players the space to fully explore our expanded omni-movement system, while still delivering the tight cover-to-cover combat that defines Black Ops. Each layout emphasizes clear lane definition, strong sightlines, and opportunities for creative flanking and positioning.
Pre-order now.
So that's it. Nice little brief description. This game is looking better than Battlefield. Here we go right here. First look at next level Omni movement. So I don't know if you guys remember, but a few months back, give or take a few weeks, this movement was actually put into the game by accident as a testing for Black Ops 7. And some people who did, you know, get a hold of the game files actually were able to do them in game, and they actually were able to do this. So it is a wall running feature. It's more of a wall bounce, not wall running. So here it was what it would look like. And honestly,
We're also
I'm excited.
expanding Omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your opponents across the game, including wall jump for new traversal capabilities. We've also taken a close look at feedback and have made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled experience, including the removal of tactical sprint by default, with the ability to opt into that through our perk system.
Pre-order now.
So removing tactical sprint, personally for me, I really did enjoy tac sprint because you were able to create your movement really well, and tactical sprint actually manipulated a lot of the omni movement features within the game to where you can literally slide cancel and do a lot of these crazy movements like G sliding outside of windowsills and everything like that. So I'm not really sure why they did that, but I guess we'll just figure it out, right? So there's that. I think we just listen to this right here. Oh no, this is a new thing. So they're going to be implementing a thing called Overclocks to multiplayer, allowing players to progress and unlock increased capabilities for equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. So I'm assuming it's going to be something similar to how what Advanced Warfare did when it comes to the customization of it. I'm assuming. So I'm not sure. We'll have to actually see more gameplay and see, this stuff being live. But here's a brief description of the explanation of this.
Arsenal of gadgets, we're introducing a system we call Overclocks, allowing players to progress and unlock increased capabilities for equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. The Overclock system puts even more agency and power into the hands of our players, allowing more customization of your gameplay experience than ever before.
Pre-order now.
All right, there's that. This right here, grounding the game in 2035, allowed a team to dream big on the future of your arsenal. There are going to be 30 weapons to launch, and 16 of which are brand new to Call of Duty. So there's going to be 14 base weapons that probably has been in the franchise for years, and then we're going to be getting 16 new ones. So let's go ahead and get a brief description of what this gentleman has to say.
35 lets us push the gameplay, make sure that we're making the most balanced and fun game as possible. I'm really pumped for all the new exciting tech and improvements that we're bringing to weapons this project. We'll have 30 new weapons available at launch, including 16 that players are seeing for the very first time in Call of Duty. It's always about finding the right balance of something brand new as well as delving into some of our past experiences. So we're always looking at other Black Ops games and trying to pick out little nuggets, weapons that people have really loved and maybe haven't seen in a long time, as well as some of those that keep coming back, but they're better than ever. We want to make sure that they're all over the map in terms of the classes that they belong to, as well as some of their gameplay mechanics.
Pre-order now.
So that is that. Honestly, that's really cool. 30 base weapons. It's going to be one hell of a grind for the Master Prestige. Not even the Master Prestige, but the Mastery Camo. Not really sure what it is yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be something similar to Dark Matter. The weapons in Black Ops 7 represent the forefront of arms technology in 2035, so they're more futuristic, of course. The team at Treyarch is delivering a new perk, attachment equipment, field upgrades, and of course, new HUD selection of score streaks to play with. So here we get to see a brief look at, looks like one of the new type of dog style kill streaks, maybe. I'm assuming this is probably going to be something that's around, I don't know, 5 kills. I would assume probably 9 kills, like a Cerberus or AGR. We're going to see a lot of these mech style kill streaks. So I'm really intrigued on what these are going to be, really. So right here, global progression comes to campaign. For the first time ever, level up your weapons, battle pass, and prestige while unraveling the mysteries of co-op campaign. And yes, that means campaign mastery camos. So there's going to be mastery camo grind for campaign. And honestly, I do like this feature. Personally, for me, I know a lot of people will not like this, but during Black Ops 3, I did enjoy the co-op campaign feature with your friends. And there were some trophies for you to grind for that. I remember watching Dismo play co-op campaign for the platinum of Black Ops 3 not so long ago. So this is going to be really cool to play with, especially if you got some really crazy grinders. So let's watch a brief description of what this is, because I haven't really listened or watched any of this, so all this is really new information to me as well.
this whole new canvas at our fingertips, we wanted to make sure players could be rewarded in fresh new ways, even if they only play for the story. So for the first time ever, we're proud to announce we're bringing global progression to campaign in Black Ops 7. Earn XP, complete challenges, level up your weapons in the campaign, and bring them into MP, zombies, or Warzone.
Built for solo or co-op play, this campaign pulls you into a threat that demands your attention, twists your expectations, and reminds you exactly why Black Ops stories are so unique.
Pre-order now.
So there's that right there. Not too bad. Here we got the co-op campaign, Unleashing Something Bold, Endgame. You haven't seen anything like this Call of Duty campaign before. So there was a description of this about a few days ago, how someone found some leaked documents of this, or it was leaked earlier or whatever, and you're going to play the whole campaign through. And it's going to be something like DMZ apparently, to where you're going to be facing 32 other players in the lobby. And if you die, you got to restart your entire story campaign progress. I don't know how I feel about that, because there are going to be some crazy hackers or cheaters or some insane tryhards or people that just troll and just make you throw the entire game. So I don't know how I feel about this, but let's listen to it real quick.
We're unleashing something bold, the endgame. This isn't just a final mission, it's a proving ground, a culmination of everything you've learned through the campaign, then turned on its head. The endgame is a social experience where you and your squad will need to master abilities, survive overwhelming odds, adapt under pressure, and break the rules of what you thought a campaign could be.
And you get to do it not just with your friends, but there's another 28 players, so 32 in total. It is truly a living world.
Pre-order now.
Honestly, I'm gonna be the first. I'm probably going to be the elephant in the room here. I don't like that. I don't know how upset I will be if I played the game on a veteran difficulty just to get killed by some kid in a car, or RPG'd or hardscoped cross map by someone camping. I don't know how I'd feel about it. I'd be so triggered. I'd be upset. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little concerning, especially for people that play the game very casually, play the game very, privately when it comes to the campaign, just enjoy it. A lot of them players ain't really the best at the game. For something like this to be thrown in their face, it's pretty hard because these people, play just campaign for what it is. So I don't know how people are going to react to that co-op version. Personally, I don't think they should have added it into the game. So here, across its many missions, players will explore a wide spectrum of environments, from the neon-lit rooftops of Japan to the Mediterranean coast of AVALON, and even into surreal dampscapes that blur the line between memory and madness. So, of course, during this time, you got to realize, the whole thing that happened with Woods, that happened with Hudson and Mason, MK Ultra, mind control, CIA, all that stuff, as you'll probably see in some videos or whatever, or even in the campaign, there's something like that, like a biological agent that causes them people lose their brain. As you've seen in some of the maps, they're twisted and they're turned and they're literally warped into a living hell. So here's a brief description of it. Let's see what these people got to say.
Mission variety is at the core of Black Ops 7. I can say that you are definitely going to see some of the most trippy shit you have ever seen in a Call of Duty campaign. Things are going to progressively get really, really crazy the more you play. You're going to travel to places in reality in the game, but also in your mind. We can go to Nicaragua. We can go to Los Angeles, all within the span of seconds, because there's no limitations on what this mindscape can bring.
Pre-order now.
All right, so similar to what I just explained, that's basically what it is. Pretty interesting. So here's a breakdown of AVALON. It's one of the maps that are in the game. We've seen some gameplay of it. Let's just see what this person has to say about it.
AVALON isn't just where the story begins, it's where it unfolds. It's where the guild is based. And while we won't spoil why that matters just yet, their presence here is no accident. It's a city layered with history and power, hidden agendas, designed from the ground up to serve both the narrative and the gameplay.
Having Avalon as this massive space is a first where we can actually integrate seamlessly into the campaign. You're doing a very specialized mission here, and then you go back to Avalon and you're progressing the story.
It's a place where the past and future collide, and where the truth about Menendez and the Guild waits to be uncovered.
Pre-order now.
That's a really cool, nice little feature that they're intertwining. Basically, they're both probably intertwined, Menendez and the Guild, most likely. Star-studded cast. So these are the cast members. I'm not really going to go over this, of course. It just breaks down, the characters that we're going to be playing as in the campaign. When your enemy weaponizes fear, sometimes the only way out is through. Conquer fear itself with the most mind-bending campaign experience the team has ever shipped. So this right here most likely is the biological weapon that I was basically just talking about a moment ago. That is going to make you trip on the entire campaign. So let's see what this is.
So when the team gets exposed to it, we get to dig into twisted versions of their memories. It really plays on their fears. It puts them into this kind of paranoid state.
As the story deepens, reality fractures, missions twist into surreal dreamscapes, and the line between memory and madness begins to blur. You just gotta play and see.
Pre-order now.
There's that. Not bad. Not bad. A decade after the events of Black Ops 2, Raul Menendez seemingly returns in 2035, promising to burn the world down in 3 days. So most likely the campaign is going to take about 3 to 5 days of in-game story. Probably will be like an 8-hour campaign, 6-hour, 5-hour campaign. So just like as you've seen, we're probably going to go through missions that are really just insane. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it is. But this right here is probably going to explain and give a brief description on some of the missions and what Menendez is all about.
Black Ops 7 takes place about 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2 with Raul Menendez and his Cortes DA movement.
It's such a good period of time because how have these characters changed over the last 10 years? We have this sweet spot here to really open up some new relationships between characters.
At the end of Black Ops 2, Raul Menendez was seemingly killed. Now in 2035, he's back with a mysterious video threatening to burn the world down in 3 days. In response to this imminent threat, the Guild, a global tech conglomerate, has stepped in to offer protection where governments and nations have failed. David Mason, callsign Section, is back, deployed to investigate the new danger. What begins as a tactical operation quickly unravels into something far more disturbing, as they uncover a weapon engineered to turn fear into an instrument of war.
Pre-order now.
So as we just seen, we get a brief description of what, was in the game. A bioweapon, which is probably going to be used and manufactured by Guild, but is probably going to be obtained by Menendez. And we got to basically fight him and really fight Guild and figure out what's going on. So that's not bad. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. Our friends at Treyarch are once again partnering with Raven Software to deliver an all-new campaign. So Raven Software is going to be taking over the entire campaign. A whole new world shaped by fear, as we just seen. And this right here is just a brief description of the Menendez thing. So let's give a quick little brief listen to what they got to say.
We're excited to finally talk about our brand new game, launching this year, Black Ops 7. This is a story we've been building for years, designed from the start to deepen the Black Ops universe. We're picking up the thread in 2035, a world shaped by the consequences of choices made long before. It's a future forged by fear.
Pre-order now.
All right, there's that. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Lock in, we're covering a brand new Black Ops 7 intel today. You won't miss it. And that's really it, I believe. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to dive deeper into the website, because that's going to hold a lot more information, of course. But these were just brief talking points. Now, so far, personally, I am really excited for Black Ops 7. Being a true fan of Call of Duty, I am just really amped and excited for all of these things, right? And whenever a new release happens, I just get the itching and tweaking that I just want to play it, right? So here we go. Call of Duty reveal. Redefine Black Ops mind-bending campaign. We just went over that, of course. Fan favorite characters, David Mason, Raul Menendez, and an introduction of new icon like Emma Keegan adds campaign narrative. So it's this woman right here. She's going to be the leader of a guild. This is her right here. So this is the reveal trailer. I don't think I actually seen it, so let's check it out real quick. Never mind, I did. We did see this. Okay. So it's going to be taking place in the year 35, of course, 2035. This is a breakdown of all the characters from real life and who they are. Co-op campaign full debrief. We got covert missions and mind-bending narrative, as we just heard in a brief description. Some of these images are absolutely absurd, and they're so cool. So, of course, the team was exposed to the weapon, and their reality gets insanely bended, and, you know, the mission shift into surreal landscapes with twisted versions of each team member's memories. So we're probably going to be living through each person's POV and conquering their fears, most likely. An introduction to JSOC, meet the team. So here's David Mason, the son of Alex Mason. So he was a CIA worker and everything else like that. We got Harper. Mike Harper was born in Arkansas. And the uncle, after his father was killed, farming accident, his uncle Finn, a Vietnam War veteran. So this is cool. Really nice that we get to see Harper. But I think we've seen Harper before in a previous version of Call of Duty, but he was younger. So he looks about 10 years older. So that's pretty interesting. We've seen him in Black Ops 2. So 2021, Harper joined JSOC. And Counterterrorism Operation 2025 after the Menendez attack. So, of course, that is the Harper that we know. Eric Samuels. He was born in Pennsylvania, 1991. Relentless. Quickly excelled in marksmanship, achieving expert level in 2015. He's joining the Rangers. So these descriptions are pretty interesting. I really do like how they give character descriptions and breakdowns on who they are and what they're about. This adds more lore to the whole breakdown of why you're here, right, playing as these people. So, of course, you're going to be teammates with Harper. And then we got 50-50. This lady right here. I'm going to butcher this name. Lialini? I'm sorry. Tupulia. Wow. Is a fierce warfighter living on borrowed time from a degenerative disease that threatens to take her out. So, of course, she's fighting life as it is, being a badass warrior. She joined the elite New Zealand Special Forces, recruited her. To fully overcome her condition, she had to amputate her left leg for another bionic upgrade. She accepted it without hesitation. So it gives that whole futuristic vibe. And, of course, she's going to be part of David Mason's elite unit. So, the Guardian and the Leader. So, these are probably going to be the main story people that we work with. So, here's Troy Marshall, 1960. I think this is this the main character from Call of Duty Black Ops 6? I think it is, yeah. Interesting. We get to see an older version of this gentleman. Emma Kagan, one of the main characters for Guild, right here. So I'm excited. So here's the co-op campaign, wide spectrum of environments, unleashing the endgame. I don't know how I feel about this, though. This feels, I don't know. It's like a DMZ style campaign. I'd be so mad if I got to this and I lost, dude. Holy crap. Global progression in campaign, of course, that's phenomenal. AVALON endgame. Just thinking about that, I'm so like I got anxiety over it. Operator combat rating. Once you reach endgame, you'll be able to play as any unlocked operator and access the combat operating system to fully realize your operator's power and effectiveness. Every operator you take into co-op campaign endgame has their own combat rating that you progress by completing activities, assignments, and defeating enemies. That is interesting. When your power increases, you can choose new power upgrades or skills that increase your combat rating. So similar to what they kind of did with Black Ops 3 story, I believe. Mobility, health, armor, and damage skills are perk-like upgrades. Ooh, that's interesting. Just imagine being one-shot by a submachine gun across the map, dude. I'd be so mad. Each choice will allow players to advance their combat rating, which is a direct reflection to the acquired skill and power sexually escaping to keep them all with the ultimate goal of reaching combat rating 60. That is 60 player selected operator upgrades, a deep system of player choice, and power unlike anything ever seen in a campaign. That's insane. Really nice reward though. In-game loadouts and in-game campaign loadouts and operator selection becomes available, allowing you to bring in unlocked abilities from the campaign along with any primary or secondary and melee weapon into in-game, as well as keeping equipment and weapons you've successfully escaped with as special field acquisition. So I'm assuming on this map as well, there's going to be side missions you could probably do to unlock really crazy gear, which is going to be crazy. Select your loadout, but your squad goes down, you're back to square one, including your combat rating. Oh my goodness. Damn. That is terrible. Black Ops 7's co-op campaign delivered a bold, mind-bending story centered on David Mason and his team, and deeply personal journey into fear, control, and consequences. I don't know if I like that, man. I really don't, dude. So you're telling me I'm going to have to grind like 5 hours, and I'm just throwing a hypothetical out there, just to get to this chance, just to die and lose it all? Like, what? I feel like we're just going to have to play like Delta Force and play super slow to the objective. I don't know how I feel about that. So here we go. Black Ops 7 multiplayer, a massive offering. A massive offering, 16 signature maps, 6v6 multiplayer maps at launch, 13 of all the new maps, and 3 returning Black Ops 2 classics, plus 2 new large-scale maps, all coming a new level of visual fidelity, along with refined multiplayer design for the most engaging Black Ops multiplayer ever. Near future weaponry, we already discussed this, of course, earlier. Really futuristic weapons. Not too futuristic, but more futuristic in advance than what we have currently. Overclock gear. Your loadout is alive with possibility for the first time. Score streaks, field upgrades, and equipment can be upgraded with new overclock system. Growing more versatile the more you use them. Every match becomes a step forward to unlocking their full potential. So, assuming this is something similar to, like, augments, in a sense, from zombies, but for multiplayer. So that's going to be pretty cool. Perk and hybrid combat specialties. On the perk side, hybrid combat specialties let you mix and match different perks to unlock exciting and powerful hybrid gameplay bonuses. I'm interested about that. That's really intriguing me. Next level, omni movement, of course, including wall jumps and more. Open more creative possibilities and fresh dynamics to gameplay. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I'm in a gunfight with somebody and they literally wall jump to like a strafe to another wall jump and like probably like jump backwards, I'm done. It's over. And then skirmish, of course, 20 versus 20 adrenaline charged multiplayer mode. Pretty cool. Awesome. So there's that. Near future weaponry and live wire loadouts. So here goes some more images of the weapons and stuff. So more in-depth explanation of it, of what we just seen. So here goes overclocking your equipment. More breakdown of it, of course. For the first time in Black Ops, score streaks and field upgrades and equipment can be upgraded using the brand new overclocking system, meaning more than just your weapons will grow more versatile the more you use them. Every successful use of your score streak, field upgrade, and equipment becomes a step forward to unlocking your full potential as you enhance your arsenal over time, earning gameplay improvements and enhanced functionality. This is part of an overarching goal of deep system puts even more agency and power into the hands of the player, allowing for more customization of your gameplay experience than ever before. Let's look at a few examples. All right. So, holy crap. Rhino. So a mech. Oh my god, dude, this is cool. I really like this. I really like this right here. Where's the look at the first person POV right here. You got a cannon on the right side, and you got the claw on the left. Most likely you're probably going to be able to grab people. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's pretty cool. It gives me the Reaper vibe, but it also gives me the what is it? The mech from Black Ops 3 that you're able to control. This is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna upset so many people with this. Lethal equipment, cluster grenade. Last seen in Black Ops 4, the cluster grenade is a lethal that scatters a group of smaller explosives when the main projectile detonates. Overclock it, and you'll reward the following upgrades. First overclock, controllable fuse. That's actually pretty interesting. Adds the ability to cook the fuse over time. Second overclock, tighter packing. Adds one additional mini grenade to the projectile. Can't go wrong with that. Field upgrades, drone pod. Launch a drone pod, and it deploys to the skies, expelling anonymous aerial drones, which seek out enemies. Overclock it, and you'll reward the following upgrades. First overclock, rapidly increase the speed at which drones are launched. Second, leaves a mini-map icon at each drone's detonation point. That's smart, especially if there is an enemy on the other side of the wall or by a window. You can get the read on where the enemy is. Look at that player art right there, dude. That is so cool. I really like that mech. Score Streaks Rhino. Returning to the Rhino, a remotely controlled armored robotic soldier equipped with a deadly burst rifle, increase the score streak's potential still further with the following overclocks. First overclock, power module. This extends the runtime for the Rhino, allowing for even more mayhem. Second overclock, sonar pulse. There's reveals. Oh my god, that's busted. Enemy locations on the Rhino's menu. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I will figure out every single wallbang for whatever map is popular, and I will spawn trap with this Rhino and shoot you through the wall. Just know, mark my words, if you play against me, you're getting spawn trapped with one of these AI streaks. Here we got the dog. Introducing the deployable armored weaponized groundcraft, a quadruple score streak, a quadrupedal score streak? God, I'm dyslexic. Featuring a large caliber turret and a rocket pod designed to neutralize infantry targets. Overclock it for further devastating possibilities. First overclock enhances the active duration, of course. And then second overclock sentry mode, that's actually really cool, allows the dog to hunker down, guarding an area, deploying a supply pack and integrated trophy system. Oh my goodness, that is busted. Yo! That is so broken. So it's going to be a literal double field upgrade in one? Nah, yeah, I'm spawn trapping people with this for sure. All right, here we go. Perks and hybrid combat specialties. Next level, omni movement, adjusting tactical sprint. That's for my birthday. Okay, sure. Why not? I'm assuming there's stuff. That's crazy. So I literally just had to enter my birthday for this. What? That's crazy. Okay, so cool. We get to see the omni movement in action, which is funny. But yeah, that's it. Outmaneuver your enemies. Of course, we've done seen this. So 16 new multiplayer maps coming to the game. Hopefully we can see more images of them. I think we do. Let's see. So I don't know. What is this? This is a diverse slate new maps. It doesn't say the name of it, but that's one of them. I'm assuming that's like guild facility. This is raid, of course. This is the one they were talking about where it is in Alaska. And then, of course, Skirmish. We done talked about this like 6 times. Round-based zombies. Oh my god, yes. Yes, Queen, dude. Yes, I love zombies, dude. They are going to be cooking so hard with zombies this year. I'm so excited. Literally, I am so pumped. Dude, I'm so stoked. Remake zombies are going to be returning with all new vehicle gameplay that takes player across massive set of new locations. With the crews collide, continuing Dark Aether story, the Black Ops 6 crew collides with the alternate versions of the original heroes Richtof, Nikolai, Takeo, and Dempsey in a newer, never before seen incarnation. These legends return to face a new kind of nightmare through the Dark Aether. Nothing is ever what it seems. A fight for survival. Survival maps are returning to Black Ops 2. Well, since Black Ops 2, focused entirely on outlasting the undead. Black Ops Arcade, dude. Yes, I love Black Ops Arcade, and the fact that they're bringing it back is astonishing. Look at this. Look at that player art. You got Rick Toffin, Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takeo. That's so cool. God, I'm excited. From Crews Collide, familiar faces from the darkness. So this is a little bit of a breakdown from Reckoning. So in Reckoning, there was intel that was discovered from the Dark Aether. So maybe these guys probably collected some of the artifacts for the people there. I'm not really sure. That's what I would assume. Maybe. I don't know. Because these guys would probably want to escape the Dark Aether. So, but you got to think there's a lot of versions of these guys in the Dark Aether that have died, unfortunately. So that's why a lot of the things were found. With Weaver, Maya, Carver, and Gray deemed to exist in this new nightmarish purgatory, their world is rocked still further. Mind-bending realities collide as they come face-to-face with an alternative incarceration of the original zombies group. From the darkness, familiar faces appear once more: Edward Richtofen, Takeo, Masaki, Nikolai, Belensky, and Tank Dempsey, with no idea who the others are or how they got here. While new alliances may or may not be formed, these legends return alongside the crew from Black Ops 6 to face a new kind of nightmare. Though in the Dark Aether, nothing is ever what it seems. First of all, though, there's a terrifying new world to explore. Look at that. That's the farm house from Transit. You can see right there. That's the side building or barn or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, okay. Nice little zombified vehicle. Okay. What did that say? Yeah, it's the farm. Okay, cool. The return to DeadOps Arcade. Survival maps. Pretty interesting that they brought that back. Core movement changes. Obby movement, innovations, combat and recall, role present, as well as a disappearance as tactical sprint has also been removed from zombies by default. Full zombies reveal only weeks away. Can't wait for that. Global systems and progression. Black Ops 6 systems and content summary. Connected progression. Everything has shared progression, of course. Weapon build sharing. That's phenomenal. I really like that. Weapon prestige returns. We get the 3 versions of the prestige system. Camos, and more camos. Honestly, I'm probably going to quit my job for this game. Cerebral Link, C-Link online, and unrefined user interference and HUD display across all Black Ops 7's campaign and multiplayer systems, bringing a gap from cohesion between visuals, audio equipment, screens, gear, plus other commitment and accessibility for all players. And a technology toolbox. I can't wait. Connected progression includes co-op campaign. Of course, we did that. Weapon build codes and sharing. This is going to be really cool. I honestly can't wait for this. I can't wait. This is going to be so cool. Classic Prestige updates. Oh my god, yes. Yes. So, I'm excited. So you get Prestige 1, Prestige 2, Master Prestige. So we're going to talk about this real quick. There will be a Classic Prestige journey in Black Ops 7, and Treyarch will share more about the improvements and updates to the system later in the year, along with a peek at operator skins, Prestige planned as evolution of progression continues, Weapon Prestige. Honestly, I'm mind blown. Why did it take them this long to implement something like Master Prestige right here for your weapon? Like, honestly, Like, you know how crazy this would have been for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 with the ACR or MP7 or CM901 or FAD or the MSR, the Barrett 50 cal or the PP919 or PP990 or whatever, or 900, the P90. I mean, dude, think about it, dude. The possibilities with specialists, bro. I'm tweaking. So here we go. So you level up your chosen weapon as normal, unlocking attachments as you progress. If you decide to enter weapon prestige, you unlock a unique camo you can equip to any weapon. So every weapon, there's gonna be 30 unique camos in the game. That's gonna be interesting. While reckoning all weapons available optic attachments as you begin fresh leveling journey on that weapon over time. Entering weapon prestige also unlocks a unique build changing prestige attachments that is different with every weapon and can only be unlocked by entering weapon prestige. So it's going to promote people to prestige, of course. Reaching max weapon level again will give players a choice of continuing the journey by entering weapon prestige 2, which unlocks another unique camo and a weapon specific charm, which is pretty cool. Complete 2 weapon prestiges that you'll automatically graduate into weapon prestige master with 250 levels to climb through the chase worthy unique camo at the end of the journey. I'm excited for that. Weapon prestige opens up the opportunity for a deep engagement, mastery, and rewards with your favorite weapon as you return to them throughout your time with Black Ops 7. And speaking of camos, incoming camo journey, weekly challenges, and more. Treyarch weapons team is hard at work raising the bar on innovations to weapon camo visuals and design. And what the Black Ops 7 Mastery camos will look like, not only there will be 4 camo tracks across Black Ops 7 modes. That's going to be absurdly insane. Campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. There are many other ways to earn camos as well. Looking ahead to post-launch. Dude, I don't even want to read the rest of this. Just the thought about it. There's going to be so many camos in this game. Plus with the weekly camos, weekly challenges. Like, dude, what? This game is going to be setting a bar for Call of Duty. Like, Modern Warfare 3 Sledgehammer game set a bar for when it came to, like, the community. But this right here, if it comes the way that I'm thinking about it, man, holy crap. I'm tweaking right now. It's going to be crazy. So here we go. Cerebral Link online user interface experience. So here goes a brief little video. So it looks like we got the sentry turret. Shotgun, that's actually kind of crazy. The HUD looks really crisp and nice. VTOL warship. Okay, so let's see here. It has some really slow explosive cannons though. That seemed like 2-shot. All right, some brief description of what it looks like. That's not bad. Okay, we already talked about that. Continued commitment to accessibility options. Accessibility for players has been a priority for a series of Black Ops 7. Of course, I'm not even going to lie to you. Black Ops 6 did a really good job when it came to the customization of your HUD and everything else like that. And hopefully they expand it with this game. One of these is research into motion sickness. We talked about it a little earlier in this video. Really cool that they're taking that step for people that really deal with motion sickness and everything. So that's pretty cool that they made that a priority. Expect more details about this and many more information about HUD choices you can make. So here we go. Here goes some breakdowns of looks like operators. So let's see. Dude, them zombies look crazy. DeadOps Arcade. Okay, so you can turn invisible. I thought this was an invisible person right here. I looked really hard, but no, it's just a static image. Unless someone's like hiding somewhere, which they would probably be hiding right there. All right, so here goes. So here goes a toolbox of impressive technical enhancements is set to enhance Black Ops 7 in new and innovative ways. The latest and current generation graphical effects have allowed Treyarch tech teams to furnish players with some incredible new rendering features and dynamic game effects. Here, just a few of them. Next level GPU particles and vector fields. Honestly, dude, I'm not even gonna hold you. I need them to cook with this, bro, because my GPU be pushing 80 degrees. I need them to take some load off my game. That's pretty cool. Volumetric fluid simulations. This brings smoke, fire, and fog to life by rendering them as fully 3D physics-driven volume that react to light and motion in real time. Picture creeping through a low valley, a dense fog curls around your operator boots. Ooh. Dynamic surface deformation lets a surface react in real time to pressure, impact, or movement. Thanks snow. Ooh, that's really, ooh, my piece is going to explode. Yeah, my piece is going to explode. Improved local volumetrics. Local volumetrics focus high fidelity fog, smoke, or light effects in specific areas, bringing cinematic atmosphere without dragging down performances. Think a smoke grenade in a tight hallway where the fog rolls out, catches the eye, and then clings to the walls as you move through. Okay, let's see how much. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be. Oh no, we're all the way down here. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Okay. So additional comms carry forward, Call of Duty next, open beta dates, and more. Black Ops 6 and 7 carry forward intel. So of course, everything that you earned in Black Ops 6 is going to carry over to Black Ops 7. Equipment and score streak skins and content unavailable because of course it's a different game. Why would that? Equipment and score streak skins for content updated for Black Ops 7, for example, a score streak that performs similar but has a different look and feel in Black Ops 7 compared to Black Ops 6 will not carry forward. Black Ops 6 weapons camos will not be transferable to Black Ops 7 weapons, but is still usable on Black Ops 6 weapons, probably for Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone integration will also begin in Season 1. All current content, including operator weapons and blueprints for Modern Warfare 2, 3, 6, Black Ops 6, will carry forward with some caveats and exceptions. Weapons will continue to be tuned for Call of Duty Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone players should expect a rank reset at Season 1 with your progression synchronized to Black Ops 7's progression systems. Call of Duty next of Call of Duty Endowment, Code, Bowl, VI, and open beta dates confirmed. I'm excited. All right, so they do this every year, Endowment. It's for the veterans and stuff. So marking calendars for Call of Duty next on Tuesday, September 30th. We'll have live multiplayer and zombies gameplay with your favorite creators from around the world. After Call of Duty next concludes, you'll be able to play Black Ops 7 yourself with the beta starts on all platforms on October 7th. I'm actually going to write that down because I need to take off work. Let me get my pen. Cool. Okay. A Call of Duty Endowment code, there it is. Directly following the Call of Duty next on Call of Duty official Twitch channel and Call of Duty YouTube channel. Tune in to Call of Duty Endowment, presented by USAA. The 6th annual Code Bowl presented by USAA will feature 10 esports teams from military branches of the US, UK, and Canada competing alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty. Warzone this year's event is an epic viewer reward courtesy of the USAA, and for the first time ever, you can score Black Ops 7 beta codes while you watch the event, and keep an eye out for who will take home the 3rd annual Monster Energy MVP and 2nd ever Coister Solo Yellow. Follow the Call of Duty Endowment on Instagram and/or X. Black Ops 7 beta dates release. So, early access. I'm writing this down, by the way. All right, so I wrote these dates down, and I advise you to write the dates down as well. This right here is going to be a really huge time in Call of Duty. The beta is divided into early access and open beta periods. Runs October 2nd. The early access beta launches at 10 a.m. PT on Thursday, October 2nd. So 10 a.m. PT. Pre-order. And for 72 hours. And the open beta will be at 10 a.m. PT. For 72 hours. Early access beta, you get it from pre-ordering, and the open beta is the second part of the beta, and it is going to be running for 72 hours. Accessing the beta and beta codes, your path to access the beta early access period depends on the version of the game you pre-ordered. If you pre-ordered any digital edition version, you do not need a beta code, as you will be automatically allowed to entry into the beta. And sequentially, dyslexia, I don't know. The open beta. If you pre-ordered a physical edition, consoles only, you should have received a beta code at the point of sale at selected retailer locations, enabling entry into beta early access. If you didn't pre-order Black Ops 7, you still can access the open beta, period. Pre-ordered Black Ops 7 beta now, additional intel to come. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 deployment credits. Published by Activision, development led by Treyarch in partnership with Raven Software. And here's just credits and all the information. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be everything for Call of Duty Black Ops 7. If you made it to this part of the video, please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate the time that you took out of your day to listen to a guy with a receding hairline talk for an hour. Thank you, and I apologize. Yeah. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited, but I'm not so happy about that campaign in-game feature. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, if I spent many hours of my life grinding to get to this point just to die by some kid camping or a squad trolling with RPGs or something, I will lose full. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you tuning into today's video. And if you're new here, like I said, please consider subscribing. I look forward to seeing other videos here on the channel. And my name is Sweaty, and I hope you have a really good day today. Bye, everybody. SweatyMop.
Call of Duty boss to swing the mop and get sweaty. Mount the rifle on the ledge, hit you with the heady. Got you in a spawn trap, melt you like jelly. 7.62 needles going through your belly. Bucket gang in this thing, and the whole squad ready. Chopper gun and got news, dropping like confetti. Follow all the socials, this is Bucket Gang Unity. SweatyMop, the future of the seal, we can